Good afternoon, everyone. This is labor number 1, the Nemean lion. Primum ab Euristeo justus est Hercules. So, primum, first, Hercules, there's our nominative ending. First, Hercules. Justus est, look at those endings there, that's the passive. First, Hercules was ordered, or quidere, find your subject, it's Hercules, was ordered to kill the Nemean lion. Is that right? Yes. Sorry, Hercules first was ordered ab Euristeo, ablative agent, by Eurystheus, or quidere, to kill the lion, qui, which, nominative, relative pronoun, which, illo tempore, twab, time when ablative, which at that time was, redebat, was making the Nemean Valem, the Nemean hill, mountain, infestam, uninhabitable, in silvas igitur. Therefore, he se contulit, he brought himself in silvas, into the woods, in quibus, in which the leo, in which the lion was habitabat, living. Look at that, se contulit, find your main verb, se contulit, over there. Find your subject, I can't find one, there is no nominative singular, so that's third person singular, perfect tense. So we need to find a nominative singular, and the only one that is nominative singular there is the lion, but that's following the in quibus, so that's going to be, if you imagine commas here, going to be a relative clause, so it is, there's none there in the main clause, in silvas igitur. Anyway, he brought himself into the woods, therefore, in which the lion was living. Mox, soon he vidit feram, soon he saw the wild beast, et, and intended. Again, we have to find our subject within the verbs, and he intended, and he aimed his arcum, his bow, quem, which he atulerat, which he had brought with him. This is a good exercise for relative pronouns. He aimed his bow, quem, accusative singular, which he had brought with him. Eos tamen pelem. Where am I? Non potuit tamen. However, he was not, again, find your subject in the verb, again, he was not able, however, to, to pierce the pelem, the skin, quae, which was densissima, which was its coat, which was densissima, which was superlative adjective, which was very thick. Tum, then he percussit, struck the lion with a magna clava, with a great club, quam, relative pronoun, which he sempered, which he always was gerebat, carrying. Tamen frustra, however, in vain. Enim neque, for he was not able to occidere eum, to kill him, hoc modo, in this way. Tum demum, then finally he complexus est. Now here, this is a new type of thing, complexus est. That looks like it should be complector, I embrace, but it's complector, so it looks passive. We translate it as active, which is called a deponent verb, complexus est. Deponent verbs look passive but are active. So he complexus est, he embraced, then finally he grabbed, let's say grabbed, then finally he grabbed the neck of the monster, suis brachis, ablative of instrument, with his own arms, and he strangled it with faucis, and he strangled it with omnibus viribus, with all his strength. Hoc modo. By this way, Leo, the lion, in a brevi tempore, in a brief time, in a short time, was ex animatus, was made unconscious. So in this way, in a short time, brevi tempore, the lion was ex animatus, was unconscious. Nulla enim, for no facultas, for no way, dabator, was being given, to him, respirandi. Respirandi is their genitive, for no way was given to him, gerundive did I say? I meant gerund, for there was no way given to him of breathing. That is a verbal noun. A verbal adjective might be a participle, would be a participle. So there, a verbal adjective would be present participle, for instance, verbal adjective. So the swimming man finished the race. Swimming describing the man, it's a verbal adjective. If, however, we were to say swimming is good for you, then you're going to see that swimming is no longer a verbal adjective. It's not describing a noun, so it's actually a noun itself. Swimming, the noun swimming, is going to be a verbal noun. Yes, gerund. So, for no opportunity was given to it of breathing. To him, if it's a lion, if it's a male lion, I suppose it would be. For there was no ability given to it of breathing. Then Hercules, retulit, brought back the body ad oppidum to the town in Umeris on its shoulders. Et, and he gerebat, and afterwards he gerebat was wearing the pelem, the coat, quam detraxerat, which he had stripped off pro veste as clothing, as a sort of in place of clothing, as clothes. Omnes autem, however, all who were living in that region, ubi, when they acceperant, when they heard about the death, when they heard about the death, the story rather of the death of the lion, gaudebant vehementer, were rejoicing eagerly, and they habebant, and they treated Hercules with magno honore, with great honor. I've just seen a sentence where I left a word out just above the honore. Faucis, halfway through. Okay, if you're still listening, tum demum. Then finally, he grabbed the neck of the monster in his arms, and what's that? And he yes, that's it. And he compressed it, and he strangled its throat. Faucis, I left the word faucis out. My apologies. And he strangled its throat with all of omnibus viribus. Look at that word, just while I remember it. Viribus comes up all the time. It is not the word for men. It is the word for strength. Please look at my garbled writing and lodge that in your wonderful minds, and remember that this is the word for strength. Vis, third declension noun, is the word for strength. Vir, second declension noun. Viri is the word for man. So you see the ibus ending, that makes it third declension, that means it's the word for strength that comes up in unseen all the time. Anyway, that's enough of me. I will see you all next lesson. Bye-bye.